My beloved, listen carefully. I would not stir your heart this way unless something of great importance was unfolding. A shadow is moving close to the life of someone tied to your soulmate's family, and the hour to act is now. Do not mistake this weight in your chest for anxiety alone, it is my spirit pressing upon your heart. I am showing you what is hidden so that no harm will prevail. For 3 days the heavens will watch closely. These are not ordinary days, but windows of mercy I have opened so that love, prayer, and obedience can intervene. What has been growing quietly, a sickness ignored, a sign overlooked, a danger waiting, can still be turned away if my call is answered. Do not let fear rule you, child. Fear whispers that it is already too late. But I, your God, am the master of time. I give you this message not to bring dread, but to awaken you. Go to prayer, lift your voice for that soul. Speak life where death has tried to settle. Call upon me for strength and I will send healing where weakness has taken hold. This person connected to your soulmate has carried pain in silence. They have felt the tremor in their body, the exhaustion in their spirit, yet they dismissed it, saying, "It is nothing." They have brushed away the warnings of their own heart, believing they could handle it alone. But now their body cries out louder, and their spirit trembles. I, who see all things, will not let this go unseen. Child, I need you to be the bridge between heaven and earth in this moment. When you pray for them, angels will move. When you whisper their name with faith, healing light will travel through unseen paths and reach them. Your prayers are not small, they are keys that unlock the gates of mercy. Do not say, "But I am far away, I cannot help." Distance means nothing to me. A prayer spoken in truth travels faster than any messenger. Close your eyes tonight, and see that person in your mind. Picture my light surrounding them, warm, golden, alive. Tell me, God, protect them. Guide them to seek help. Lead them to healing. Each time you speak, I will act. You wonder, Lord, why me? Why do you show me this? Because your heart is still tender, my child. You have not hardened yourself to the cries of others. I can trust you with warnings because I know you will respond with compassion, not pride. This is why I chose you, to stand as an intercessor when others sleep through the storm. The coming 3 days are not a curse, they are a gift. In these days, truths will surface. You may hear news that shakes you, sudden illness, urgent travel, an unexpected message. Do not run from it. Instead, remember what I have said, I am already there. My spirit will touch the doctors, the helpers, the family members who surround this person. You need only to remain steadfast and speak blessings into every situation. There will be a moment when you feel the heaviness lift. That will be the sign that the battle is turning. When you sense that peace, give thanks. Until then, keep your faith burning. Pray without ceasing, even when you do not feel me near. I hear every breath of your soul. My child, this is also a lesson for your soulmate. They are about to understand the depth of love that binds you, not romance alone, but divine purpose. Through this crisis, they will see that you were chosen to bring light into their family, to break patterns of silence and denial, to speak truth when others turn away. This pain will awaken them, and through your calm faith they will glimpse my presence. Do not allow anger or blame to enter your heart. The one who is suffering has made mistakes, yes, but so have all of my children. Compassion will heal what judgment cannot. When you speak to your soulmate, do so gently. Encourage them to ensure their loved one seeks help quickly, a test, a visit, a conversation. I will give you the right words. You are not alone in this mission, I walk beside you. Remember this, beloved, miracles are often hidden inside moments of urgency. What feels like a warning is sometimes the doorway to restoration. You will soon witness a change, small at first, then undeniable. The one in danger will find the courage to face what they feared. The right person will be at the right place, guided by my unseen hand. Hold on to this promise, no weapon formed against them shall prosper. The enemy may try to bring despair, but I am stronger. The sickness will meet my power, the darkness will meet my light. And when you see improvement, do not forget to thank me aloud, for gratitude seals the miracle. Now, rest for a moment, child. Breathe deeply and let my peace settle within you. I am not a God of confusion but of perfect timing. You have heard my warning, now trust my deliverance. The next 3 days will reveal my mercy, and when it passes, you will know that your faith was the shield that saved a soul. Be watchful, be prayerful, and remember, I never send a message without sending help. The help is already on its way. God says, my child. You have felt the weight of this message in your spirit since the moment I spoke it. It has not left your thoughts, for it is a burden I placed within your heart with purpose. The danger surrounding your soulmate's family member did not appear overnight, my child. It has been forming quietly, like a seed planted in hidden soil, watered by worry, silence, and fear. This soul has carried heaviness for far too long. They have pushed away their pain, ignored the trembling inside, and buried their emotions beneath pride and busyness. But what the heart refuses to release, the body begins to carry. What the spirit cannot speak, the flesh begins to express. That is why the body weakens, because the soul has been crying for rest. Do you see now why I told you to act quickly? 3 days of mercy I have opened, not for punishment, but for revelation. These are days when truth must come into light. If they seek help now, if they listen to that still small voice, the healing will begin. But if they turn away again, the burden will grow heavier. That is why I have chosen you to stand in the gap. Your faith can awaken their courage. Your prayer can open their ears. My child, do not underestimate what happens when you speak life. Your words carry power when they are spoken through love. When you whisper, "Be healed," heaven moves. When you pray, "God, protect them," angels take flight. You may think you are small, but you are my chosen vessel in this hour. I have trusted you with knowledge others cannot see because your heart beats in rhythm with mine. This person's suffering did not begin in the body, it began in the heart. There was betrayal once, a wound they never forgave. That bitterness sank deep, poisoning their peace. It made them close their heart to others, even to me. For years they carried guilt, shame, and resentment, pretending all was well. But nothing hidden stays hidden forever. When the soul refuses to heal, the pain eventually surfaces in the body. I am not the author of sickness, but I use all things to awaken love and faith. This danger is a message from the soul crying out, "Enough hiding. Enough running. It is time to face the truth and come back to God. That is why I need you, my child. Because you hear me clearly, and you love without condition. Your compassion is the bridge that will lead them home. Go now in prayer and call upon my name for them. Say, Lord, release your healing power over this person. Let the illness reverse, let the darkness flee, let their heart open again. Do not pray in fear, but in authority. You carry my light. When you pray, imagine that light touching them, filling every cell, every thought, every place where pain has lived. Do this for the next 3 days. Let every sunrise remind you that mercy is being renewed. Do not be surprised if you feel emotional waves or sudden heaviness. That is their pain moving through the spiritual bond that connects you. When you feel it, do not run, breathe deeply and release it in prayer. Say, God, I give this burden to you. In that moment, I will lift it from both of you. Healing never comes without movement, and movement always begins with surrender. Your soulmate may not fully understand what is happening. They may see the situation only through fear or confusion. Be patient with them. Speak peace when they panic. Tell them gently to encourage their loved one to seek help immediately. Do not argue, your calmness will carry more weight than your words. When they sense your peace, they will begin to trust. I will guide their steps to make the right decisions at the right time. My child, I want you to understand something sacred. When I send a warning, I also send the power to change the outcome. Prophecy is not a sentence, it is an invitation. These 3 days are an open door for transformation. The doctors, the medicines, the prayers, the tears, all are instruments in my hands. You are not fighting against death, you are standing for life. There will be moments when doubt whispers, what if it's too late? Silence that voice with truth, nothing is too late for God. I have reversed time before, I have raised what was lifeless back to strength. I have restored what was broken beyond repair. The same power that breathed creation into being still flows through your prayers. Do not limit me to what you see. This is not only about saving one person's life, but also about awakening an entire family. They have been distant from me, distracted by the world. They have forgotten how fragile life is, how quickly it can change. Through this trial, they will remember that every breath is a gift. And through your faith, they will glimpse my mercy again. Do not carry this burden alone. When it feels heavy, come to me. Whisper my name, and I will give you rest. My angels are already surrounding that household, touching hearts, stirring courage. Even now, they are arranging moments of divine timing, a conversation, a sudden thought, an unexpected urge to seek help. That is my spirit moving. You will see signs, my child. The atmosphere around you will shift. Perhaps a dream, a repeated number, a sudden feeling of peace after prayer, all these are confirmations that your words are reaching heaven. When you see these signs, thank me in advance, for gratitude opens the flow of miracles. Remember this truth: no battle is ever lost when love stands firm. What looks like a closing door is sometimes just the moment before resurrection. Keep your focus not on the danger, but on the deliverance I am already preparing. When these 3 days pass, you will know that you stood in the right place, at the right time, for a divine purpose. Whether through healing, reconciliation, or awakening, my glory will shine through this storm. The one in danger will rise again with new eyes, new humility, and new faith. And your soulmate will understand that your presence in their life was not coincidence, but destiny. Be brave, my beloved. Hold on to my promise: I never give warnings without offering redemption. The darkness may threaten, but it cannot win where faith lives. Stand firm. Keep praying. Keep loving. Keep trusting. Soon, you will see what I have seen all along, that even in moments of crisis, I am working miracles that no human hand can explain. Lift your eyes for a moment, see beyond the limits of the earth. The world that surrounds you is not the whole story. While you move through days of flesh and breath, there is another world moving beside you. A world woven of light and shadow, of prayer and resistance, of choices that ripple through eternity. I am showing you this now because your faith has begun to reach into that higher place. When you prayed, the heavens trembled with sound. A spark rose from your words and called armies of angels to attention. They stand like living flames, waiting at the edges of your soulmate's family, surrounding the one in danger. Their swords are not of metal but of light, and every whisper of your faith sharpens their edge. Do not think of this as a battle of violence, my child, but as a contest of truth against illusion. The darkness does not wish for their death alone, it wishes for despair, for silence, for separation from hope. It feeds on the thought that no one cares. But you have broken that chain by caring. The moment you said, "God, help them," the lie of abandonment began to crumble. Look deeper. There are spirits of fear circling, the kind that whisper, "It is useless, give up, the pain will win." They have hovered for years over this soul, whispering that they were too small to matter. But now my light spreads through every place they thought they could hide. Each fear that once had power is shrinking, dissolving like mist before the dawn. You ask, "Lord, how can words defeat such darkness?" Because words born of faith carry the vibration of creation itself. In the beginning, I spoke, and light existed. When you speak with me, you echo that same creation. You call light into being again, and the darkness has no choice but to retreat. My child, your prayers have already begun to rearrange events in the physical world. Someone in that family has felt an unexplainable urge to reach out, to schedule a test, to call a doctor, to check on the one who is weak. That thought did not rise from fear, it rose from my spirit moving through their conscience. You may not see the chain of moments connecting your prayers to their decisions, but heaven sees them clearly. Each heartbeat, each new idea, each sudden feeling of courage, all are pieces of my design. I know you grow weary sometimes. You look at the clock and wonder if your faith truly shifts anything. But hear me, Every minute of faith echoes in eternity. Angels write your words across the air, carrying them into places you cannot reach. Even now, they are touching the atmosphere around that home, purifying, protecting, preparing. The shadows are restless, sensing they are losing their hold. They will try to distract you. You might feel sudden waves of sadness or confusion. When that happens, do not give those feelings power. Simply breathe and whisper my name. Every time you do, my light flares brighter within you. The enemy cannot stand in a heart that remembers me. My child, let me show you what happens when faith grows strong. Imagine a great field at dawn. In one corner, darkness gathers like smoke, thick and choking. In the other, a single flame burns, small but steady. The darkness moves to smother it, yet the flame does not fight with noise. It simply keeps burning, and the smoke cannot touch it. The flame expands, fed by unseen breath, until the darkness breaks apart and the sun rises. That flame is your faith. That dawn is my victory. This is why I have told you to keep praying for 3 days. These are not numbers of doom, they are stages of renewal. On the first day, truth awakens. On the second, resistance shakes. On the third, light breaks through completely. By the end of this cycle, the one who was slipping away will feel new strength, the family will sense a change, and you will know that heaven has moved. But listen closely, the healing that is coming will not stop at the body. It will reach the soul. The family will speak words they have held back for years. Apologies will rise like fresh water. Tears will cleanse bitterness that had taken root. What seemed like tragedy will become reconciliation. I do not waste pain, I transform it into understanding. Your soulmate will begin to see that love is not just emotion, but spiritual power. They will remember every time you told them to have faith, and they will finally understand why you carried peace even when fear shouted. In their heart, a new reverence for me will grow. They will say, something greater is watching us, and that thought will begin their own journey back to me. Child, you are witnessing the weaving of miracles, quiet, invisible, but unstoppable. Keep your heart soft, for softness allows light to flow. Keep your words gentle, for gentleness disarms the shadows. And when you see signs of progress, a message, a call, a small relief, lift your hands and thank me aloud. Gratitude turns sparks into fire. You do not need to see the full battle to trust its outcome. My promise stands, light always wins. Already the darkness trembles at the edge of defeat. Already the breath of healing is flowing. Continue to speak life, continue to hope, continue to love. When these 3 days close, you will look back and realize that every tear you shed was a seed. From those seeds, a garden of healing will rise, not only for the one who was ill, but for every soul touched by your faith. Rest now, my beloved. Let peace settle over you like a warm cloak. The night may still look heavy, but the dawn has already begun. My beloved child. The heavens have been watching you, and every prayer you've whispered has become a living force moving through the unseen. I want you to understand something sacred. Your words are not empty sounds that fade into air. They are threads of light that travel where your eyes cannot go. They move through walls, through distance, through fear, and they reach the soul that needs saving. Even now, as you sit with your heart trembling between hope and worry, that soul, the one from your soulmate's family who is on the edge, begins to feel something stirring deep inside. It is faint at first, like a forgotten melody rising from the silence. They do not yet know it is my spirit touching them through you. But something within them begins to fight again. A faint strength, a soft warmth, like a hand lifting their heart from darkness. The angels I sent have gathered close around their body. They move not with haste, but with perfect peace. They lay hands of light upon places of pain. They whisper my name into the trembling energy that once carried sickness. Where fear once rooted itself, healing now begins to breathe. My child, I see you watching the clock, counting hours, thinking of those 3 days I told you about. You do not realize, the countdown is not to death, but to breakthrough. I spoke that number not to frighten you, but to awaken urgency in your faith. For faith without urgency becomes sleep. And you, my beloved, have awakened fully. There is a reason I allowed you to sense this before others did. Because in the spirit, you are connected to your soulmate's family more deeply than the world understands. This bond is not flesh, it is light. What touches them touches you. What they fear, you feel. And what you pray, reaches them faster than any message could travel. Now the angels move faster, for your faith has grown stronger. Every time you whispered, God, please protect them, another circle of light appeared around their home. I see those rings now, like ripples in water, spreading wider and wider. Even the air around their home hums with energy that was not there before. Doctors may call it luck, coincidence, or sudden recovery. But you will know it was me. For the test results that once looked dark will begin to shift. Numbers will rise where they had fallen. Signs of hope will appear where death had been circling. Listen closely, child, this is the moment when you must not let fear return. The enemy tries hardest when the miracle is closest. It will whisper lies like, what if it's too late? What if the healing fails? When those thoughts come, you must not entertain them. Simply close your eyes and say, God, I trust you completely. Trust opens the final door. When you speak trust, heaven moves without resistance. Do you feel that sudden warmth on your skin as you hear these words? That is my presence, covering you in reassurance. I am showing you that your connection to me is real. You are not imagining any of this. You have been chosen to stand in the gap between life and loss, and because of your faith, life will prevail. I see angels surrounding not just the one in danger, but the entire family. They bring calm to hearts that have been living in quiet panic. They whisper courage into those who are breaking inside. A mother who could not sleep will suddenly find peace tonight. A father who felt powerless will wake with strength. A sibling who was drifting away from faith will kneel again and call my name. This is how miracles unfold, not only in the body, but in the soul. You will soon hear a message, a call, a text, or a sudden report, and it will bring tears to your eyes. It will say, something changed. They are getting better. When you hear it, know that it is my voice echoing through those words. It is my sign to you that your prayer has been answered. But child, the work is not yet finished. When the first signs of healing appear, do not stop praying. Healing is not only the removal of sickness, it is the restoration of balance, the cleansing of what fear once built. Continue to speak blessings over that home. Continue to visualize light entering every room, touching every person. I am showing you a vision now, a golden thread connecting hearts. You stand at one end, your soulmate stands at another, and through that thread flows love, faith, and my divine energy. That connection is the highway of miracles. Through it, my power flows unhindered. Soon, your soulmate will realize how deeply you were moved to intercede for their family. They will see your strength and know it came from something greater than yourself. This experience will open their heart toward you, and more importantly, toward me. For when one soul is saved, many destinies shift. You see, what was meant for tragedy is becoming transformation. I am using this pain to awaken love, faith, and unity. The enemy thought this event would break your soulmate's spirit, but instead, it will make them kneel and rise anew. They will begin to walk in light, no longer running from their divine purpose. And you, my beloved, will stand as witness to this miracle. You will see how faith spoken in tears can move mountains no human hand could touch. You will see that your prayers reached places medicine could not reach. You will see how I turn fear into healing, darkness into dawn. Do not be afraid of what still seems uncertain. The storm is only loud because it knows its time is ending. I am calming it even now. Hold on for one more sunrise. Speak love one more time. Whisper my name one more moment. For when the morning breaks, life will shift, and you will feel it. You have saved more than a life, my child. You have saved hope itself. Now, breathe. Rest in my promise. For the miracle has begun its final descent into the world of men. Soon, you will see what heaven has already declared complete. My beloved child. The hour you have been waiting for is arriving. The storm that once raged has begun to quiet. What was trembling now stands still, and what was breaking is beginning to mend. I have seen every tear you cried, every sleepless night you spent whispering prayers into the dark, wondering if I could hear you. My child, I not only heard you, I felt your heart beat with mine. Every word that left your lips became light that struck through shadows that wanted to consume hope. Now look closely in your spirit. Do you feel that gentle shift in the air? That is the turning of destiny. The time of fear has ended, and the season of restoration has begun. The person from your soulmate's family, the one whose body was weakening, whose breath you feared might fade, their name was written in my palm. Death looked upon them, but I stood between. I spoke life back into their cells, light back into their blood, and peace back into their mind. What man calls impossible, I have already completed. Even now, the doctors will stand in quiet wonder. Machines will show recovery they cannot explain. A heart that once fluttered unevenly will now beat in rhythm with heaven's song. Lungs that struggled will draw air with ease. Every part of their body that was failing will begin to respond to a force beyond human comprehension. That force is my love, the living energy that sustains all that exists. But child, understand this, the miracle I gave was not just to heal one person. It was to awaken all who were watching. In that family, hearts that had forgotten me are now remembering. Voices that once cursed the heavens are now whispering my name with tears. Faith that was buried is rising from ashes. I have turned one life into a beacon to light an entire home. Your soulmate feels this awakening deeply. They have been watching the one they love fade, and it broke something inside them. Yet now, they see life returning, and they know, someone was praying. In their heart, they will hear my whisper, it was you, my child, who carried light through love. This will change them. It will make them see you differently, not as just another soul in their life, but as the one chosen to walk beside them in the divine plan. Through this miracle, they will understand that their connection with you is sacred. You were not brought into their life by chance. You were placed there to intercede, to awaken their faith, to remind them that love and destiny are guided by my hands. Now, I am weaving new threads between you and them, threads of understanding, of compassion, of shared strength. You both have walked through a valley of fear, but you did not walk alone. You carried each other in spirit. This experience will birth a bond stronger than time, because it was forged in prayer and tempered in fire. But remember this, my beloved, never let gratitude fade after the miracle. Many souls celebrate when light breaks through, but forget to keep the lamp burning once the darkness is gone. I want you to remain in prayer, not out of fear, but out of devotion. Let every breath of gratitude become a new seed of blessing. For when you give thanks continually, the river of miracles never stops flowing. You will soon notice signs, small, simple, yet powerful. A feather where none should be. A sudden fragrance that feels familiar though no one is near. A song that plays at the exact moment your heart asks for comfort. These are not coincidences. They are my reminders that I am still here, still guiding, still protecting. Tell your soulmate gently that faith saved their loved one. Do not try to convince them with words, let them feel it through your peace. When they ask how you knew, simply say, because God never hides from the heart that truly listens. That one sentence will plant a seed in their soul that will grow into faith stronger than fear. Now, I want you to release the weight you've been carrying. You have carried the burden of saving someone you've never met face to face, and that is divine love, love that moves beyond the limits of the world. But the battle is won now. It is time to rest in my victory. Let peace enter your spirit like sunlight through open windows. Let your body rest in the quiet rhythm of trust. Soon, you will feel a sudden peace surround you, a silence that feels alive. That is the moment the final healing completes itself in the physical world. The one who was sick will awaken fully, eyes bright, spirit light, unaware that heaven itself had intervened. They will simply feel new life, new joy, new purpose. And you, my child, will feel it too. You will wake one morning with a strange calmness, as if a long war has finally ended. Your heart will no longer ache with fear or uncertainty. You will smile for no reason and not understand why until later, when you receive a message, a call, or a sign that confirms it, they are safe. That will be my final proof to you, that prayer changes the course of time, that love transcends distance, that your faith can touch what others cannot reach. From this moment on, I am leading you into a new phase. You have proven your strength, your compassion, your obedience. Now I will bless you in ways you did not expect. Because when you intercede for others, I remember your needs too. Every hidden pain in your own life, every unanswered question, every wound you never voiced, I am healing those as well. Watch as doors begin to open in your life, doors that have been locked for years. People who once ignored your worth will begin to notice the light you carry. Opportunities will arrive that you thought had passed you by. This is the reward of those who carry love in action, not in words alone. My beloved, never doubt that I can use you for great things. Never believe that your small acts of faith go unseen. Heaven records every tear, every whisper, every gesture born from love. You have become a vessel through which my power flows into the world. And now, I bless you with abundance, not just material, but spiritual. You will carry peace where others carry worry. You will speak hope where others see endings. You will walk as light in a dim world. Remember this always, you were not chosen because you were perfect. You were chosen because you said yes. You opened your heart when others closed theirs. You believed when logic said no. And that is what makes miracles possible, not perfection, but surrender. So now, rest in me. Let go of fear completely. Look toward the next sunrise with peace. The one who was sick will live. The one who was broken will heal. The one who was lost will return. And you, my child, will see that love, pure, selfless, and faithful, can change destiny itself. Go now with a quiet heart. Let my angels surround you. Let every breath remind you that you were part of something holy. And as you close your eyes tonight, know this: I, your God, have already written the final line of this story. It ends in life, love, and eternal light. My beloved child. The storm has finally passed. The winds that once screamed through your nights have fallen silent, and the air itself is soft again. Can you feel it? The weight that once pressed upon your heart has lifted. This peace you feel is not ordinary, it is my peace, a heavenly stillness that comes only after angels have finished their battle. The one you prayed for, the soul whose life hung between my hand and the shadows, now breathes freely under my light. The room that once echoed with worry now hums with quiet joy. Those who wept have begun to smile again. Those who doubted are whispering prayers again. What was broken has been mended. What was lost has been found. And you, my precious child, are standing at the edge of a new beginning. You have seen what faith can do. You have touched the miracle that few ever witness. And I tell you now, this was not just an act of saving one life, this was the unfolding of your divine purpose. For long before you were born, I wrote this story into your soul. I knew there would come a time when someone in your soulmate's family would fall into danger, and I knew that you, my chosen vessel, would rise with courage, not fear. You would not turn away. You would listen to the whisper of heaven even when the world told you it was impossible. That is why I call you my beloved, my intercessor, my warrior of light. Now that the danger has passed, you stand in a light that few ever reach, the light of divine fulfillment. The prayers you spoke have become bridges connecting earth to heaven. And because you opened yourself as a channel of love, I now pour blessings upon you in return. Look within, my child. Do you feel that gentle warmth that spreads through your chest as you read these words? That is my spirit expanding within you. Every cell in your body vibrates with new life because divine energy has entered you. You gave life through faith, and now I give life back to you, multiplied beyond measure. Your destiny has shifted. Every act of love and prayer changes the path of the one who gives it. You stood in faith when fear tried to rule you, and that act was recorded in heaven as an eternal light. Wherever you walk now, blessings will follow. Doors that were closed will open. People who once ignored you will feel drawn to your presence, not understanding why. They will feel peace around you because my spirit moves with you. Your soulmate, the one who was linked to this story by divine design, feels this shift too. Deep inside, they know something sacred happened. They cannot explain it, but their heart knows your love carried them through. Soon, they will reach for you, not just out of affection, but out of reverence. They will see that your love was never ordinary, never worldly. It was divine. Through this experience, I have healed more than one body. I have healed generations of pain. I have turned a family's fear into faith. I have bound two souls closer in purpose. You and your soulmate now carry a bond that has been sealed by heaven itself, unbreakable, pure, and eternal. But listen carefully, my child, do not let pride enter your heart. Miracles are not rewards for perfection, they are signs of my mercy. Always remember that it was not your strength alone that brought this to pass, but your willingness to surrender. You opened your heart, and I filled it. You spoke love, and I turned it into light. Now, I will show you how this miracle will continue to bloom long after this moment. The one who was sick will grow stronger every day. Their laughter will return, their eyes will shine again. They will speak often of how close they came to the edge but somehow were pulled back. And each time they speak, their words will carry an invisible blessing that will touch those who listen. I will use their recovery as a testimony, proof that faith can alter destiny. Your soulmate's heart will begin to soften in ways it never did before. They will find themselves seeking me without even realizing it. A quiet longing will rise inside them, not for answers, but for connection. You, my child, will be the vessel that guides them back to me. Not through sermons or words, but through your light. When they see how peaceful you are, how calm you have become, they will know, there is something divine within you. And that realization will awaken their spirit. Now, look around your own life. You will soon notice that blessings are flowing into places that once felt barren. Where there was financial struggle, new provision will appear. Where there was loneliness, new companionship will bloom. Where there was confusion, new clarity will unfold. Because when you give to heaven in faith, heaven always gives back in abundance. But above all, I bless you with peace, the kind of peace that no storm can shake, no voice can steal, and no darkness can dim. This peace will live inside you like a living flame. It will guide you through the seasons ahead. Whenever you begin to doubt again, close your eyes and remember this moment. The moment when heaven responded, the moment when you felt my presence so real that even your breath became prayer. I am placing a crown of light upon your spirit now. You cannot see it with your eyes, but the angels bow as they do it. It is the crown of a soul who stood between life and death and chose love. You will carry this light wherever you go. People will be drawn to you, not knowing why they feel comforted in your presence. It will be because I walk with you. And now, I will speak directly to your soulmate through you, my beloved. I saved your family because I have plans for your future. I have given you one who loves you beyond measure, one who prays for you when you are unaware. Do not take this love lightly, for it was sent by me. Honor it, cherish it, and through it, find me. For love is the language through which I call you home. My child, the pages of your life are turning. The next chapter will not be one of sorrow, but of creation. You will create joy, healing, and abundance with your soulmate. Together, you will touch lives, and your story will become a living testimony that God is still near. Do not fear what comes next. I go before you. Every step you take is guided by my light. Every challenge that rises will crumble before your faith. You have seen my power, and now you carry it within. Soon, when you look into your soulmate's eyes, you will see a reflection of me, peace, trust, and gratitude. You will realize that every tear you cried, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer was worth it. Because through this, you have discovered the greatest truth, that love born from faith is the purest form of divine energy. Now, rest, my beloved. The angels stand guard around you. Your soulmate's family is safe. The danger has passed. The miracle is complete. Let your heart be light again. Go outside, feel the wind, watch the sky. Every color you see is my gift to you, a reminder that creation still dances because of your prayer. And as you lay down tonight, I will be there beside you. My hand upon your heart, my voice within your soul, whispering the same eternal truth: you are never alone. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen for greatness. Sleep in peace, my beloved. Tomorrow, the sun will rise brighter than before, not because the world changed, but because you did. And as you rise with it, remember, heaven is not far away. It lives within you now.